We continue with treatment principles, when to tonify upright qi, and when to expel pathogenic factors, the second part. Upright qi is not a particular type of qi, but simply the sum total of all the body's qi, mostly in relation to its capacity to fight pathogenic factors. Upright qi could therefore also be described as the body's resistance to disease. It is a term which is used only in relation and in contrast to pathogenic factors. Pathogenic factors, in Chinese called Su, which means evil, indicate any disease factor, whether exterior, such as external wind, dampness, cold, heat, or interior, such as phlegm, fire, interior wind, interior cold, stasis of blood, or stagnation of qi. An excess or full condition is characterized by the presence of a pathogenic factor, whether interior or exterior, while the upright qi is still relatively intact and fights the pathogenic factor. A deficient condition is characterized by weakness of the upright qi and absence of a pathogenic factor. A mixed deficient excess condition is characterized by weakness of upright qi, but also by the presence of a pathogenic factor. Although there is a pathogenic factor, the upright qi is weak and does not react adequately or successfully to the pathogenic factor. This is a very common situation in practice, probably more common than a purely excess condition. So we have here the differentiation between Cheng qi, or the upright qi, and the pathogenic factor. Full Cheng qi is intact, fighting pathogenic factor, and pathogenic factor is present. For empty condition, the Cheng qi is weak, no pathogenic factor. Full empty, Cheng qi compromised, fighting pathogenic factor weakly, pathogenic factor is present. A full condition is characterized by presence of pathogenic factor, whether interior or exterior, while upright qi is still relatively intact and fights pathogenic factor. An empty condition is characterized by weakness of upright qi and absence of a pathogenic factor. A mixed full empty condition is characterized by weakness of upright qi, but also by the presence of a pathogenic factor. Although there is a pathogenic factor, the upright qi is weak and does not react adequately or successfully to the pathogenic factor. All the various pathological changes and developments of disease can be seen as various stages in the struggle between the upright qi and pathogenic factors. All the numerous changes, improvements, and aggravations are due to fluctuations in the relative strength of the upright qi and pathogenic factors. When planning a treatment, it is essential to have a clear idea as to the relative strengths of upright qi and pathogenic factors, or whether there is a pathogenic factor at all. This is important in order to adopt the correct strategy of treatment. The main question is whether the condition calls for tonification of upright qi or expulsion of pathogenic factors, or both. If both are required, should they be applied simultaneously or in succession? And if so, which one should be applied first? In order to answer these questions, we can consider three possible approaches. 1, tonify upright qi. 2, expel pathogenic factors. 3, tonify upright qi and expel pathogenic factors. In this last case, there are still three possible courses of action. First, tonify upright qi, then expel pathogenic factors. First, expel pathogenic factors and tonify upright qi. Tonify upright qi and expel pathogenic factors simultaneously. It should be noted that although in many cases the root coincides with deficiency and the manifestation with the pathogenic factor, this is by no means always so. The case of deficiency of spleen qi leading to dampness, or that of a liver blood deficiency leading to liver yang rising, are common examples in which the root is a deficient pattern and the manifestation an excess one. However, there are many cases when this is not so. An exterior invasion of a pathogenic factor is an obvious example in which the root, for example, external wind, is a full condition. In the case of cold invading the uterus and causing blood stasis, both the root and the manifestation are full. Finally, a full type manifestation can itself become a root. Phlegm is a common example of this, as phlegm itself is a full type manifestation deriving from a deficient root. Spleen and kidney deficiency. After a prolonged time, phlegm itself can become a cause of further pathology and therefore turn into a root. Thank you very much for listening.